Run.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception here, Rivers. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, let's go. Here we go, again. Mike spot 9.
From the gun, Rivers. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Rivers. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, that's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Easy. Take four.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3 yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third.
Ready?
and
You
goal.
30? 59. Show that bench release and go.
Roethlisberger. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 30 on 2nd down. Rivers. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First down.
Check ring 90. Set 180. Pick it up,
A first down throw here for Rivers. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On second down, Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. That good for 22 and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
He's coming. He's Vickers. Now spin.
Lamar Miller. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelce, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Rivers now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again here, Rivers. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Open man is Uzomah. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger will throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Roethlisberger now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Golden Tate. Powering his way forward. They give him a gain of 37. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Check 16.
Here's Miller. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they... Lamar Miller! Touchdown, Vikings! Lamar Miller, 71 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
180! Round 80!
You ain't got nothing.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
And the Falcon first down.
Rivers on first down. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, here's Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
180! Hey,
throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Lamarcus Joyner with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming. Easy. Joker. Check hot route.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Like 80. It's a party now. Check 15. Check 15.
Here's Sproles. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready. 30 base.
59. Mike to 59. I'm coming after you.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy?
Hey, Haywood.
Give me something. Here we go. Check 43. SOS.
61, matchbox light. Let's go.
First throw now for the backup Manning. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Crosby puts it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes... Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 78 yards. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 27, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
He's not going to get me.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58, Mike. Easy. X3. 218, chopper. Slam. Sponge. No.
Sproles. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
58.
Now Roethlisberger. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it with Sproles. Sproles lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run with Freeman. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Rivers. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Protein spill.
Now Manning. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Blount. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. It was kind of neat before the game to see Eli Manning and Larry Fitzgerald talking down on the field. Those two were Heisman Trophy finalists together back in 2003. Now, Jason White of Oklahoma actually won the Heisman Trophy that year, but Larry Fitzgerald out of Pittsburgh finished 2nd in the Heisman voting, and Eli Manning out of Ole Miss finished 3rd that season in college football. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now. Blount. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Manning now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And it's caught. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Hey, Alpha.
Manning indeed going for it on 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Good.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Leo!
They'll run on first down. Blunt. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
I'm going to run you over. Ready?
Here's Blunt. He finds some open field here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Vikings, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.